everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show up for an international audience. It's the Chargers going up against the Black Knights. So, with the call of this week's 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between our visitors and the London Black Knights. Set to go now on a wet and rainy night, and we are underway here in London. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They come out here in the eye. And now here's a carry heading left. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time to get a glance at the offensive starters. And one of those isn't J.J. Watt, but it's Derek Watt that we talk about.
Nothing wrong with being little bro here. A starting fullback at the University of Wisconsin. Not many teams are utilizing this position in the NFL, but he fits perfectly, will be a great lead blocker, and can catch the ball out of the backfield.
2nd down, 8.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And we take a look at the starting lineup defensively.
When I watch Khalil Mack play, I just see fury, passion, and incredible athleticism. This guy can flat out play.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Chargers are going to have a 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball. Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out in the pistol. On first down, Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Carr now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Denzel Perryman, a linebacker out of the University of Miami, knows how to play downhill and arrive with an oomph.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's got the hook up here in the comebacker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4 down, check, 4 down. All right, here we go.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it's London football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball. and that way you often control the game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain of the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Another pistol look here. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They come up in an offset eye. First and goal here from the 9. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second and goal. Defense digging. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The slot man in motion right. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake. Carr. Incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play there on third down. 57 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Another pistol look here. They come up in an offset eye. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to the booth right after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Pass incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and it's third and short.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now Carr again. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Chargers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Chargers a first down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the incompletion. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I can hear the sigh of relief all the way up here. A dangerous throw, backed up in their own territory and throwing an out route, and it got jumped, and they were fortunate it was only batted down and not intercepted.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's Hill, complete. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations. And that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
10 yards still left on second down.
Hey. Here we go. Wide 88. Wide 88. 52.
Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Wide 88. Mike 52. Come on, baby. Alert. Zebra. Here we go. Zebra. Check 99. Hey, we're going to rally.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he will find his man on the outside. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Green 39.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
On 1st down, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Throwing his car on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 5 yards to gain here on third down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to go up top again. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it?
I think that's a great point, because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
And caught, right side, Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And down inside the 15 he goes. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. To throw his car. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes...
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Welcome back now here in London. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 3. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And on the ground they go with the running back. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Going with a big fullback wide. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. To take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They come up in an offset eye. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they'll run it here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride, too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And, Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green with a catch left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Carr now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. On first and 10, here's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 for Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the home team here, things get even uglier now as they fall to 2-13. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.